Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and welcome to our special podcast for today. This podcast is under ASEAN Higher Education Learning Forum 2025, or known as ASHAF 2025. Okay, firstly, let me introduce myself. My name is Akalili and I'm from the Research and Innovation Center, Department of Polytechnic and Community College Education Malaysia. And I will be your moderator for today. All right. Firstly, I would like to invite the amazing and incredible guest for today. We have, firstly, I would like to introduce you Dr. Shahiza binti Ahmad Zainuddin, and also we have here Dr. Zainal Azhar, or known as Dr. Nana, and Dr. Shahiza is a Dr. Shah. So Dr. Shah is our Director of Research and Innovation Center, Department of Polytechnic and College Community Malaysia, and she's a leader she's a cluster leader for the ASHAF 2025, and for Dr. Nana, is a former director of the Department of Polytechnic and Community College Education, Malaysia, and also he was a moderator for the ASHA Forum. So together, we're going to explore what is TVET is all about and what is differentiate it from the other learning experiences. Okay, to start us off today, Dr. Shah, many of our listeners actually doesn't have any clue or any of the meaning from the TVET itself. So what is the term for the TVET itself? Can you explain a bit about it? Dr. Shah, please.
Okay, thank you. Hello, Lily.
Hello, Doctor.
How are
Sorry,
you?
Lily.
I forgot to say how are you for both of you. Sorry, I'm so nervous for today. Sorry.
And
Go ahead.
also
Thank you.
Dr. Nana.
Hello.
Hello. My God.
This is a rare opportunity for me to talk about what is TVET. And responding to your questions, TVET is the acronym for Technical Education, Vocational and Training. And why it is so significant in today's era, yeah? People always talk about how TVET is important, why it helps the country to elevate into a better quality life for the citizens. So for me, TVET it stands for practical work, it stands for technical competency, it stands for vocational, and it helps. There's certain area of disciplines in TVET that might interest people, lots of people.
So,
and in today's world,
yeah.
TVET is slowly developing. We are shifting into a more on talking about technology, talking about advanced TVET, and we are moving towards that. That is what I can say in Malaysia, and because it responding to our country, which is developing into a knowledge base.
Understood. So means Malaysia is carry forward or onwards on that. So we still go for it, right? For the TVET, more on advanced parts, right?
Yeah.
So I think continue with the TVET itself. So Dr. Nana, what is the difference for the TVET and the academia? So is it any gap there, or actually it does need each other for that?
Okay.
In this TVET itself, okay?
Right.
Can you explain a bit?
Thank you for the question. First of all, thank you for having me here.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yes.
Sorry. All right, go ahead.
I think I'm talking as a moderator for the seminar to come.
All right.
I think this is a very important
Yeah, Doctor.
podcast
Yeah.
because it sets, from what I've read, it sets the ground rules, the whole idea of what TVET is before we jump deeper into what is TVET in ASEAN, how are we going to make it better, and so on and so forth. So I think that the podcast, from what I understand, is you're going to make readers and also future audience truly understand what TVET is, so that any preconception, any ideas that we might have can be sort of modified before we go in deeper into a show. So thank you for having this podcast. Right? Right. Okay. Your question, the difference between education and
Academia.
The academia itself.
Academia
the
and
TVET, the term of TVET
Okay,
and the
yeah.
academia. So
Sorry.
it's different.
All right. So I to answer that, I have to bring you back to the early years in Europe, where the first universities began, where the idea of vocational began, and so on and so forth. There were two types of prongs then, right? There were the upper elite class who was very much into the academic line because they see knowledge as something that will propagate their class, right? Then there is the other side, the other type of workers
Okay.
that sort of we are the ones who are going to build things. We are the ones who are going to amend things. We are going to one who's going to design things and so on and so forth. So they're the workers sort of realm, and then there are the elitist sort of realm. That's how it began. So the academic world began there, right?
Yeah.
With knowledge, with theory, with talking, and so on and so forth. Whereas the TVET line,
Yeah.
the word was not TVET at that time. It was just an apprenticeship. It was just someone who is in industry field. Maybe the word
yeah.
industry was the one that was used. So these people are talking about how do I maintain my job? How
Okay.
do I maintain
Okay.
this profession? How do I make the best of this this environment that I have so that
Okay.
future carpenters, future bricklayers, future will always have a job, and
Okay.
their job will be secured and they'll be paid well, and so on and so forth. So that is the TVET line, how it started.
Okay.
And so on the other end, we have got the academia line, right? So it began like that, but after Second World War, it sort of combined
Okay.
because history says that you cannot have total academic without what you're going to do with your knowledge,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
So you have to know how to build stuff. You have got to make stuff, and then you cannot just know how to make stuff. How you're going to create new knowledge and so on and so forth. So that's. I hope you understand where it came from and how it got together, right?
Understood. I think both academia and also the TVET itself have the same lining joining, right? Have to support each other. Have to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
like
yeah.
compromise. We have to be team
Yeah.
there. So can we talking about next questions, Dr. Shah? So it TVET, right? So can we know what is the categorized for the vocational and the technical? So what is different there between both of them? So
Okay.
can you
All
explain a
right.
bit, Doctor?
Okay. Usually we'll talk about it comes together.
Okay.
We don't separate technical and vocational. We always call it as TVET lately.
Doctor, sorry, for myself, it looks like the same.
The same.
Technical, vocational. So actually, what is it?
Yes. Okay. If we talk about vocational, yeah, we have last time in Malaysia we offer vocational line, different from the technical line. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's so, Dr. Nana. Yeah, we have that schools, vocational schools, technical schools. We have that. So basically, vocational is more on doing things repeatedly and grasping the skills
Yes.
and become excellent in doing certain
Being
skills.
expert in that
Yes,
field. lah,
in
right?
that field.
So-
So possibly it can be like plumbing or bricklayering or carpentry. So and then they
Sewing,
become
right?
yes, and then they become
Tailoring.
excellent in doing that. But that's it. And usually
So it stops there, isn't it? For the
I don't. For now, it was like that. It
Yeah.
was like that. It seems like it's just that
okay.
you become a good plumber, and then that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if we talk about technical,
Okay.
it applies more on being innovative and more on ability to advance the technical competency,
Understood.
or we call it as practice oriented for now. We have that, and we award them with certain proficiencies and certificates.
Competencies, right?
Yes,
What we call it
yes,
competencies.
competencies,
Right? So, understood.
yeah.
So maybe they get like extra points, maybe, or what's
Better
that?
job,
Better jobs.
better pay,
Yeah.
more progressive pay, for
So
example.
we bring it up to the next level, isn't
Yes.
it? Not just stay there. As
Yes,
a,
thus we don't actually separate vocational and technical anymore.
Yeah,
We do it,
suppose
we
so.
see it as together. You have vocational skills, and
That's what we
later
call it,
on
it's a TVET, right?
advance into technical skills.
All right. Next question, Dr. Nana.
Okay.
Can you explain and told us what is the difference between the traditional and the advanced TVET?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. We have, as far as because this whole shelf thing is being organized by MOHE,
Okay.
and MOHE is sort of championing advanced TVET. So I think we have got to explain, as you said, what is there a difference and so on and so forth. So the whole idea when we talk about TVET, I'm afraid that when you talk about TVET, most of us would understand that TVET means you're just being a plumber, a technician, a mechanic, and so on and so forth. They see it that way, whereas TVET is such a wide thing. It's a big picture, lah. So you got to understand. So you can break up TVET into three components on a continuum. There's no such thing as one TVET is better than the other, and so on and so forth. It just happens to be on a continuum, right? So let's begin with the most foundational type of TVET. We can call it foundational TVET or core TVET, and so on and so forth. But what it means there is that that particular type of TVET is
Okay.
more concerned with competencies, more concerned with hands-on skills,
Yeah.
immediate job application.
Okay.
All right. So that's happening in the foundational. Remember, it's a continuum.
It's the basic one, right?
It moves.
Yeah.
So from there, you go to the next part of TVET, the next component
Okay,
of TVET,
okay.
which is the hybrid,
Okay.
where the amount or the percentage of practical skills
Okay.
and theory, now theory has come in,
Okay.
is sort of 50-50, 60-40, that kind of mix. Right?
So this one is the mixture of the theory and also
practical.
the
Whereas the
practical
first one is more practical,
part.
very
Okay.
very much less theory.
Okay.
It's more can I work with the skills when I get the certificate, can I work? Whereas as you come to the center, it's not much on the skills anymore. It's more thinking, how do I organize, how do I integrate stuff, how do I apply this knowledge to this problem.
More
So
on
it's
thinking,
that
right?
kind
Solving
of
problems, understood, yeah.
So that
All the
happens in
skills.
the hybrid or the intermediate TVET.
Okay.
Then we go to the advanced TVET. Everybody's talking about advanced TVET. Right? Advanced TVET doesn't mean, advanced TVET is AI. Advanced TVET is IoT. Doesn't mean that.
I thought that.
No. Even in the foundational, you can have AI and IoT and so on and so forth.
Okay.
Yes, but advanced TVET means you are using the same technology, but you're creating a new environment. You're being innovative. You're being creative. You're solving problems that no one considers as a problem yet. So a lot of research is going to be put in. All right, you're going to make sure how are we going to help this industry to upgrade themselves, their value sort of increases by this knowledge, by this process, by this having this SOP or so on and so forth. So that is the advanced TVET. Yes, they have got to come out with new technology, how to use AI, even create the AI itself. If it's talking about AI, all right, or create a new IoT sort of technology system and so on. So that is where the three TVETs have
Categorized.
is being categorized.
Okay.
It is not one is better than the other,
yeah.
or one is less. It's just how fast you want to work. If you want really to work and forget about managing and doing more stuff, or more thinking stuff, more managerial stuff, you
go to
straight away
high.
go to foundational core. They give you the basics, they give you the skills, go out and work. You can earn money there and then. But if you're planning to become a technologist, you're planning to become an architect and so on and so forth, you complete the continuum.
The
Right?
continuum, right?
Yeah,
The
continuum. You complete the continuum to the advanced.
That's a
TVET.
new word for me. Continuum,
Yeah.
yeah, guys.
Because
Right.
it continues.
Yes,
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
continuum
yeah.
means okay. The continuum means the continuous.
So that's the three. Those are the three parts of TVET.
Yeah.
All right. And there's also another one which I sort of didn't mention. There is
Okay.
a TVET that is very popular in Malaysia. Right.
What is it?
It's called adaptive TVET.
Yeah.
Adaptive.
These are short courses.
Hmm.
Short courses that mostly a lot of
interesting.
ministries
Adaptive.
are giving. Yeah, short courses, how to do this, how to do that, 1 week, 3 days, and so on. So very
okay.
popular type of TVET. Also, we call it TVET
TVET.
because it leads to You becoming a better seamstress, you becoming a better graphic designer, you becoming better. You know, it's upskilling and reskilling.
Yes.
Whereas foundational, you have got certain hours, longer hours to work to learn. Whereas adaptive,
It's
what,
sparse,
one day, how many
yeah.
hours, 4 hours, short course, you know, those are the things. So you look at TVET, when you discuss TVET, you have to see that big picture.
In the big picture, right? I understood. So, can we continue with the Tasha? Right. I think in ASEAN itself, so we see that the three levels coexisting, right? From Cambodia's foundationals and foundational work until to the Singapore's advanced model. So, do you think where is the Malaysia itself? Where is the Malaysia have been up to? What is your concern about this, Doctor?
Okay. Your question is asking my opinion. Where is Malaysia situated at the moment
Yes,
in the
yes.
TVET world?
Yeah.
So
Compared to any other Asian
So what
countries,
I can see that we are moving forward and moving towards in making in developing our country, because it's in line to the national agenda. The main thing is we want a better quality life for Malaysians, and also not only being skillful, but to have
Support, is it?
better pay.
Better pay.
Better pay, for example. So, and in Malaysia currently, TVET is becoming significant and interest by 11 ministries altogether. So
11 ministries?
Yes, 11 ministries altogether,
quite
and
big for them.
foundation. And the fundamental is supported by basically mainly by the Ministry of Human Resources, MOHR, and also innovate and moving forward by Ministry of Higher Education itself. That's what I can say is, and along the line, we have other ministries also supported TVET as well in Malaysia. So, for example, we have basic skills, basic competencies. For example, as expanded by what Dr. Nana has said just now, adaptive TVET. We also offer short courses under the project of lifelong learning, but championed by MOHR for now, yeah, under to support the foundation or fundamental skills by for the Malaysian citizens, and advanced taken up by Ministry of Higher Education. So we look on more on applied science, applied technical skills, applied technology. So how our students can actually study, and then at the same time they can apply their knowledge to the community and also the industries, basically.
I think it's quite clearly about that. The points lah. So, Dr. Nana,
Yes.
as mentioned earlier about the TVET. So, how do we understand the skills so far, for your concern? Is there any hands-on there?
Okay, to talk about the skills, it is best that we look at a quadrant that we can
the
right? We have to look at a quadrant. Now, to understand skills, you have to understand 4 different factors, right? There is such a thing as traditional TVET. We'll talk about that, foundational TVET. And there's such a thing as advanced TVET or innovative TVET, right? So that is one matrix going on. That's one continuum going on. On the other continuum, the one going this way, you're talking about vocational and technical, which has been explained by Dr. Shah, right? So if you put all of that together, you can come up with 4 quadrants. Right?
Okay.
On the first quadrant, we have.
I try to picture this. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Maybe they can insert in the quadrant later on so
later
that
on.
you can get
Okay.
an idea, right? So the first quadrant would be very simple. You're talking about traditional TVET and vocational.
Okay.
These are as I said, very fast, short courses to give you the exact knowledge, the enough knowledge for you to go out and work. Right? It can be very short, it can be very long. So it's happening there, right? So whatever profession that needs that can you can teach that kind of profession in such a short time, where routine work and routine experiences are involved. So that happens there, right?
Yeah.
On the second one, you already have a mix. You still with vocational on second quadrant, but you're already jumping into the technical world, where things become slightly more complicated. Theory, it has begun to rear its head. Yeah, it's beginning to show its head, where you have to take into consideration certain theories before you move on. So there are also that kind of work that's happening in the second quadrant. And the third quadrant, you're going back into the vocational, but you are very much within the advanced. So there are certain types of work that happens within that quadrant. You got a tailor who is doing very high level smart tailoring, because they're using materials that are intelligent, that kind of thing that's happening there. So it is vocational still you're a tailor, but you are using AI, using IoT, you're using
It's in the higher level, right?
Yeah,
Into that
yes,
particular
yes.
level, yeah.
Yeah. So the question is, how do you migrate from the Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4? Q4 is totally you're on the technical
The
side,
highest one,
and you're advanced. So
Yes,
you're really
yes.
coming up. You're becoming a technologist. You don't only know the stuff. You know how to fix it. You know how to create a new environment, and you can work well with the engineers and so on and so forth. Right. So these four is what makes is how we define skills.
Understood.
Yeah.
It means, Dr. Nana, it still comply each other, even the traditional TVET, the technical skills,
Yeah.
the vocational skills, and
Yeah.
also the advanced TVET. It
Advanced.
still relate to each other
Yes.
and still in the team. Means
Right.
it still be together
Yeah.
and need to be all together.
All right. And sorry. And
Okay.
in Malaysia, the four quadrants
Okay.
are being distributed throughout the 11 ministries.
Yes.
So there are ministries that are doing this quadrant
11
4,
ministry,
quadrant
yes.
3. There are ministries that are very well focused on quadrant 1. And there are ministries that are just doing adaptive TVET, which is happening. And so,
They have their own focus,
right, they have
for
their own
each
focus,
ministry.
they have their own agenda.
Agenda
Yeah,
and
so what they're
focus,
going to do. So TVET is a tool. What are you going to do
TVET
with
is a tool,
Yeah, what are you going to do with it? Right? If you ask the question as if TVET, if you want TVET just to be a social opportunity tool,
Yeah.
then give courses to people. They decide what they want to do. But if you want TVET to be an economic nation driver, then you have got to decide which industry. How are you going to build it from the traditional right up to the advanced, and so on. So there are two aspects of that TVET that you have got to take into. So as a strategist, as someone who thinks widely, you have got to take into consideration.
Okay, all right. I think it's very clearly now we understand what is TVET itself, right? And then what is the categories of them, and how we want to make sure that Malaysia is on one of the countries that go looking forward for that, So it means all the ministry, all the stakeholders need to be together to achieve this kind of TVET. Means for the advanced TVET, we not to go for, we're not forgotten the basic one, but we still have the TVET itself, and we have to work together for achieve that things. Looking forward for that for Malaysia. So I think that's all for today. Before we close, Dr. Nana and Dr. Shah, I would like to have both of you to share a one-line messages, which including the TVET itself. So can we start with Dr. Nana first?
Okay.
Okay. So TVET is something that is going to give you an experience
Okay.
of moving into the world of work. All right. Whether you suggest or you want it to be something that is immediate,
Okay.
or you want your career, you want to have a career, and you want to see how the career expands into a higher level kind of profession. So TVET allows that, and it is very much a tool to be used by any nation, especially in ASEAN, to move up the ladder, the value chain. Right. If you want to remain in quadrant 1, then you will forever remain in quadrant 1. If you want to move towards quadrant 4, then you got to plan, you got to find the resources, you got to find the people, the talent, and so on, the funding, so that you can move from quadrant 1 to quadrant 4. So you got to ask yourself, as a nation of ASEAN, where do I want to go with TVET?
Yes. All right. I think it's good. Okay. Can we go for Dr. Shah? For the one last messages for all the listeners.
Amazing message.
Amazing messages.
Amazing.
Okay, for me, the future of TVET. TVET will not work on its own.
Yeah.
It needs collaboration. It needs collaboration by the stakeholders. For example, from the educators' point of view, the academicians, the industries, and also, of course, the policymakers to make it work. And what I can say is, again, if let's say the person works in quadrant one, for example, just a vocational part, it doesn't mean that they are there, they'll be there until forever.
Yeah.
There's an opportunity for them to move up
Yeah.
for advancement, and then thus
To have the
it
progress.
comes in.
Yeah.
We have the more, we have AI. We bring in AI. We bring in technology to close the gap.
Yeah.
To close the gap so that they are engaged rather than isolated.
Yeah.
So for me, TVET we only work with collaboration. You can't be alone.
To be short, maybe it was have to be one umbrella, right?
Yes,
Have to be in
correct.
one
Yeah,
umbrella.
it must be
We have to
together.
support each other.
Yeah,
Right.
it must be together.
All right. Alhamdulillah. I think this is the closing for here for the sessions. Thank you so much, Dr. Shahiza and Dr. Nana.
Thank
Most
you.
welcome.
Joining the podcast for today. To our listeners, stay tuned for more conversations from Ashal's 2025 Cluster 6, Technology and Vocational. We are going to talk about leadership, AI and digital transformation in TVET. See you soon.